Read question number 10A.
Find the condition that equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 and a dash x square plus b dash x square plus c dash equals to 0 has
B
one
dash x
common
plus
root.
c dash x equals to 0 have a common root. We have to find the condition that ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 and a dash x square plus b dash x plus c dash equals to 0 has a common root. So first we consider that alpha be the common root. Okay. And if alpha is common root, it means it will satisfy both the equation. Is that clear to you? So we can write a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equals to 0 as equation number 1, and alpha will satisfy the second equation also. So a dash alpha square plus b dash alpha plus c dash equals to 0, which is equation number 2. Okay. Now if we assume that what alpha square equals to u and alpha equals to v, so first equation becomes what? First equation
Au plus bv plus c equals to 0.
yes, in place of alpha square if we write au, and in place of alpha bv equals to c is transferred to next side minus c, and in this if we use a dash u plus b dash v equals to minus c dash. Now these two are the simultaneous linear equation, and we know the crisscross method for solving the equation a1x plus b1y equals to c1 and a2x plus b2y equals to c2. What is the formula? X upon I have told you that first we write the second column b1 b2, third column of coefficient c1 c2 equals to y upon this column will be repeated c1 c2. After c there will be a1 a2, then minus 1 upon a1 a2 repeated. After a there will be b, and then we cross multiply them. Similarly, if we solve this, in this u upon second column is b dash, third column is minus c dash equals to v upon third column will be repeated minus c dash, first column is a dash equals to minus 1 upon this column will be again repeated a dash and then bb dash. Okay, now we will cross multiply, so u upon b into minus c dash is minus bc dash minus b dash into minus c is minus b dash c. Is that clear to you? Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Again this is minus ca dash minus a into c dash is minus ac dash equals to minus 1 upon third ab dash minus a dash b. Okay, and it implies u upon minus bc dash minus minus plus b dash c equals to v upon minus ca dash minus minus plus ac dash equals to minus 1 upon ab dash minus a dash b. So comparing first and third, we get u equals to this minus bc dash plus b dash c goes to the numerator. So it becomes what? bc dash minus b dash c over denominator is ab dash minus a dash b. Okay. And on comparing second and third, v equals to a dash c, as when we multiply minus ca dash plus ac dash with minus 1. Sign will be changed. Ca dash minus ac dash over denominator ab dash minus a dash b. Is that clear to you? Now value of u we have considered alpha square. So alpha square equals to, we have find bc dash minus b dash c over ab dash minus a dash b. Okay. And alpha equals to a dash c minus ac dash over ab dash minus a dash b. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
This is alpha, this
Yes.
is alpha square, and we know that if we square alpha, it becomes alpha square. So in place of alpha, if we write the value of alpha, a dash c minus ac dash over ab dash minus a dash b whole square equals to value of alpha square is taken from this. bc dash minus b dash c over ab dash minus a dash b. It implies now it is a dash c minus ac dash whole square over ab dash minus a dash b whole square equals to bc dash minus b dash c over ab dash minus a dash b. Is that clear to you? It implies now in the denominator ab dash minus a dash b whole square is in the left hand side, and in right hand side it is ab dash minus a dash b. So one of them will be cancelled out. Okay. So it is a dash c minus ac dash whole square over ab dash minus a dash b equals to bc dash minus b dash c, and in cross multiplying we get a dash c minus ac dash whole square equals to bc dash minus b dash c multiply by ab dash minus a dash b. Is that clear to everyone? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Read the next out.
So next out is prove that if one of the root of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is nth power of the other than a to the power n c.
Means if one of the root is nth power of the other, it is
Yes, sir.
given that if one of the root of quadratic equation
Yes, sir.
ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is nth power of other.
Then a to the power n c,
A to the power nc.
then bracket close, then 1 upon n plus 1 to the
We
power.
read it as a to the power n into c whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1. plus
plus
a into c to the
a
power n whole to the power 1 upon
1 upon n plus 1
n plus 1, okay,
b equals to
equals
0.
to minus plus b equals to 0, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how to prove this? It is clearly given that one of the root of quadratic equation ax square, if we consider first root be alpha, then what will be the next root? Let the first be alpha, then what will be the next root?
A to the power n.
Alpha to the power. It is alpha, not a.
Yes, sir, sorry.
Coefficient of x square. So if first root is alpha, then second root is alpha to the power n, means it is beta, है ना? And sum of root, what is the formula for sum of roots?
Minus b by a.
That is alpha plus
Alpha.
power n equals to minus b by a, okay? And product of roots,
Alpha into alpha to the power n equals to c by a.
okay, very good. It means power can be added. Alpha to the power,
n plus
or
1.
if we give preference to n plus 1, equals to c by a, and it implies alpha equals to c by a whole to the power
1 by n plus 1.
n plus 1. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt to anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is value of alpha. Substitute it in equation 1. Substitute alpha equals to c by a whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 in equation 1, that is alpha plus alpha to the power n equals to minus b by a. It implies, now the value of alpha is c by a whole to the power one upon n plus 1 plus c by a whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 and whole to the power n. It is alpha to the power n, na? So value of alpha is c by a whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 and whole to the power n. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Equals to minus b by a. It implies, now this c by a whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 upon n plus 1 is first simplified. First we write c to the power 1 upon n plus 1 over, write this in bracket, a to the power 1 upon n plus 1 plus again c to the power n upon n plus 1 over a to the power n upon n plus 1 equals to minus b by. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Understood na this one? When it is c by a whole to the power 1 upon, acha, okay. One step, this one. In this first we multiply the powers. That's why it becomes n upon n plus 1. Understood?
Yes, sir.
C by a whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 plus c by a whole to the power, first we multiply the power when there is power to the power n to the power n plus 1 equals to minus b by a. Then we separate the brackets using, if there is x by a whole to the power n, it is equal to x to the power n upon x to the a to the power n. So c to the power 1 upon n plus 1 over a to the power 1 upon n plus 1 plus c to the power n upon n plus 1 over a to the power n upon n plus 1 equals to minus b by a. Understood? Now when we take the LCM, so what will be the LCM of the denominators? So we can use the method of multiplication also, na? When we are not getting any LCM, we multiply the denominators. Is that clear to you? So what will be the LCM of denominators?
A to the power 1 by n plus 1 into a to the power n by n plus 1.
And then in the numerator, to the
A to
power,
the power n by n plus 1 into c to the power 1 by n plus 1.
c to the power 1 by n plus 1 into
N plus 1
a to
into
the
a
power,
to the power n by n plus 1.
okay, plus c to the power n by
By
n
n
plus
plus 1
1
into a to the power 1 by n plus 1.
into a to the power 1 upon n plus 1 equals to minus b by a. Now in the denominator, both has the base a. Both of them have the base a. So powers can be added. Is that clear to you? Huh? Power,
Yes, sir.
huh? When both the bases are equal. So a to the power 1 upon n plus 1 plus n upon n plus 1. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Numerator becomes what? Now look at this. It is 1 upon n plus 1. This is n upon n plus 1. So if we make both the powers equal, first we write c to the power 1 upon n plus 1 into a to the power n whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1. Understood? Similarly, in this also c to the power n whole to the power 1 upon
1
n
n plus 1.
into a to the power 1 upon n plus 1 will be there. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Equals to minus b by a. It implies now if we take the LCM in the powers of denominator, what will we get? A to the power. LCM of denominator is n plus
N plus
numerator becomes 1 plus n. So what will be the result then? A to the power 1 in the, is that clear to you? Now in the numerator, this c and a to the power n both have powers of 1 upon n plus 1. So we can write c into a to the power n whole to the power 1 upon n plus
plus
plus c to the power n into a whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 equals to minus b by a. Is that clear to you? Now
Yes, sir.
also becomes a. So it will be cancelled out from this a as a is non-zero. Okay. So the remainder is c into a to the power n whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 plus c to the power n into a whole to the power 1 upon n plus 1 equals to minus b, hence proved. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Ask the next question now.
Sir, last question was if one of the root of x square minus 3x plus 2m equals to 0 is double the 1 of the root of x square minus x
If
plus
wait,
m.
first
If 1 of the root of x square
if
minus 3x
one of the root
of x
of
square
uh,
minus 3x plus 2m equals to 0
is
is
double
double the is double the 1 of the root of x square minus x plus m equals to 0. Then find m.
okay. So let's assume one of the root of first equation. Let's assume one of the root of first equation means x square minus 3x plus 2m equals to 0 is alpha. Let's assume one of the root of x square minus 3x plus 2m equals 0 is alpha. Then one of the root of second equation
2 alpha.
minus x plus m equals to 0 will be
2 alpha.
2 alpha. Okay. So alpha will satisfy first equation. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Alpha square minus 3 alpha plus 2m equals to 0 and 2 alpha will satisfy the second equation. So 2 alpha whole square minus 2 alpha plus m equals to 0. Okay. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Write this equation as first equation. This is 4 alpha square minus 2 alpha plus m equals to 0 as second equation. Now we have to solve these two simultaneously, for which we will follow the same method. Put alpha square equals to u, alpha equals to v. So the two equations become u minus alpha square is u, you know, minus 3 alpha is 3v equals to 2m is minus 2m. Okay. And in next 4u minus 2v equals to minus m. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Using crisscross method, we get u upon second column, minus 3, minus 2, third column, minus 2m, minus m equals to v upon this column repeated, minus 2m minus m. After this, 1, 4 equals to minus 1 upon column repeated 1, 4 and after 1, 4 minus 3 minus 2. Is that clear to you? It implies u upon minus 3 into minus m, 3m, minus 2 into minus 2m, 4m. So minus 4m equals to v upon minus 2m into 4, minus 8m minus minus m means plus m equals to minus 1 upon minus 2 minus minus 12. It implies u upon minus m equals to v upon minus 7m equals to minus 1 upon minus 2 plus 12, 10. So u equals to m by 10. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Alpha equals to m by 10. है ना? And v equals to 7m by 10. That is alpha square equals to 7m by 10. and it implies alpha square equals to alpha square. It implies m by 10 whole square equals to 7m by 10. Is that clear to you? It implies m square by 100 equals to 7m by 10. Cross multiplying 10m square equals to 700. The m will be cancelled.
Sir, u equals to alpha square. सर यहाँ पे आपने अल्फा लिखा है.
उल्टा हो गया. u is alpha square
और ये अल्फा है, v अल्फा है.
and p is alpha. Okay.
यस सर.
So value of alpha square is m by 10, na? And value of alpha is 7m by 10. Is it clear? Correct now?
Yes sir.
So it implies 7m by 10 whole square. Have you understood the method or not? Which is the main purpose? Implies 49m square by 100 equals to m by 10, as m is non-zero. If we take m0, so this is also one of the value of m. It must be taken. Cross multiplying, one of the 0 will be cancelled out, hai na? So 49 square equals to 10m. It implies 49m square minus 10m equals to 0. It implies m common into 49m minus 10 equals to 0. We can neglect m only when m is non. It can also be one of the value of m. 0 is also a real number. So m equals to 0 is one of the value and other is 10 by 49.
49. Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Understood?
Yes sir.
So write this also. This is last question.
Yes sir.